Skeleton for Dinner by Margery, Cuyler, illustrated by Will Terry. Skeleton for Dinner. Our dedication says for Sarah with love and for Betty. One day, Big Witch and Little Witch decided to brew a stew. They added all their favorite ingredients: shark fins and snake skins, spider silk and centaur's milk, catfish whiskers and banshee blisters. Big Witch took a taste. "This is so yummy," she said. "Let's invite our friends for dinner." "What fun," said Little Witch. "I'll make a list. Ghost, ghoul, and skeleton," boomed Big Witch. "We must have skeleton for dinner." Just then, Skeleton was clickety-clacking up the hill. As he reached the top, he saw Little Witch's list pegged to a tree. He heard what Big Witch said to Little Witch. "I think they want to have me for dinner," cried Skeleton. "I don't want to be eaten." His bones began to quake and shake. Before the witches saw him, he rat-a-bat-tatted down the hill and jingle-jangled as fast as he could to ghosts. "The witches want me in their stew, and they want to eat you too," he screeched. "Oh, no," wailed Ghost, and she floated after Skeleton. They scooted by the graveyard where Ghoul was shoveling dirt. "Where are you going in such a hurry?" he asked. "The witches want us in their stew, and they want to eat you too," said Skeleton. "Yikes," shouted Ghoul. "Let's go hide," and he dashed after the others. Back on the hill, Little Witch said, "I'm off to invite our friends for dinner," and away she flew on her broomstick. But when she got to Skeleton's, he was nowhere to be seen. "Maybe he's at Ghost's," thought Little Witch. But she didn't see anyone at Ghost's house either. "I bet they're all at Ghoul's," thought Little Witch. She zoomed to the graveyard. It was as quiet as the moon. "Where is everybody?" said Little Witch. "How can I invite our friends for dinner if they've all disappeared?" She flew back to the top of the hill. "I couldn't find anybody at home," she told Big Witch. "I guess we'll have to eat our stew all by ourselves, and I was really looking forward to our party." She took down the sign and began to cry. Crow flew down and picked it up. "I think I know what's wrong," he cawed, and off he flew, flapping his wings. He went to Skeleton's, no skeleton. He went to Ghost's, no ghost. He went to Ghoul's, no ghoul. And then he saw footprints leading into the woods. Do you see the footprints? He followed them to a big tree. Up, up, up he flew. "What are you doing here?" asked Skeleton. "I came to tell you that the witches want you to come for dinner." "You mean they want to eat us for dinner," said Skeleton. "No, they want to have you for dinner," said Crow. "That means invite you for dinner." "Oh," said Skeleton. "Well, that's different from what I thought. I'm hungry. Let's go." So Skeleton, Ghost, and Ghoul came down from the tree. They picked some poison ivy to take to the witches for their stew. When they got to the top of the hill, the witches were so happy to see them. Their faces lit up like jack-o'-lanterns. "Come and eat," shouted Big Witch. "Have a seat," shouted Little Witch. "And we'll give you a treat," said both witches together. "It looks so yummy," said Skeleton, "that I wish I had a tummy." And they all had fun eating the witch's stew together. What do you think happens to the stew when the skeleton eats it? He doesn't have a tummy. All right, thank you for listening. This was published by Albert Whitman and Company, which has been publishing children's books since 1919. So since 1919, independent publisher Albert Whitman and Company has created some of the world's most loved children's books. Best known for the classic Boxcar Children mystery series, its highly praised picture books, novels, and nonfiction titles succeed in delighting and reaching out to children and teens of all backgrounds and experiences. Albert Whitman's special interest titles address subjects such as disease, bullying, and disabilities. All Albert Whitman books treat their readers in a caring and respectful manner, helping them to grow intellectually and emotionally. All right, I hope you enjoyed that story. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.